Young world, this is why some people believe that actor Woody Harrelson is a real-life, natural-born killer. Woody Harrelson's father, whose name is Charles Boyd Harrelson, was born July 23rd, 1938 in Huntsville, Texas. His son Woody's birthday just happens to be July 23rd also. He was an American organized crime figure who was convicted of assassinating federal judge John H. Wood Jr., the first federal judge killed in the 20th century. In 1960, he was convicted of armed robbery, and according to Harrelson's son, well-known television film actor Woody Harrelson, his father disappeared from the family's home in Houston in 1968, leaving his wife Diane to raise Woody and his two brothers. Woody says he lost track of his father until 1981 when news broke of Harrelson's arrest for the murder of Judge Wood. Charles Harrelson, who was a known hitman, was allegedly involved in a couple murders along with being connected to the JFK assassination, which many people believe this is the real reason why his son Woody Harrelson became famous. Some people believe Woody Harrelson's induction into Hollywood was part of a payment for murders that his father committed for higher powers years prior. Charles Harrelson was tried for the 1968 murder for hire killing of Sam DeGalia Jr. He was paid $2,000 for the murder. His first trial ended with a deadlocked jury. He was then retried in 1973 and convicted and sentenced to 15 years in prison. In 1978, after serving 5 years, he was released early for good behavior. Harrelson was also tried for the 1968 murder of Alan Harry Berg. On September 22, 1970, he was acquitted by a jury in Angleton, Texas. Now, besides his son Woody allegedly benefiting from his criminal activities, the biggest conspiracy or thing that people wonder most about Charles Harrelson was he involved in the JFK assassination? In September 1980, Harrelson surrendered to police after a 6-hour standoff in which he was reportedly high on cocaine. During the standoff, he threatened suicide and stated that he had killed Judge Wood and President John F. Kennedy. In a televised interview after his arrest, Harrelson said, "At the same time I had said I killed the judge, I had said that I killed Kennedy, which might give you an idea to the state of my mind at the time, but it was actually only an effort to elongate my life." Joseph Chakver later testified during Harrelson's trial that Harrelson claimed to have shot Kennedy and drew maps to show where he was hiding during the assassination. According to Jim Marrs in 1989's Crossfire, Harrelson is believed to be the youngest and tallest of the three tramps by many conspiracy theorists. Marrs stated that Harrelson was involved with criminals connected to intelligence agencies and the military and suggested that he was connected to Jack Ruby through Russell Douglas Matthews. On July 4, 1995, Harrelson and two other inmates attempted to escape from the Atlanta Federal Penitentiary. A warning shot was fired at them from the prison's tower and the trio surrendered. Harrelson was subsequently transferred to Supermax Prison ADX Florence in Florence, Colorado. In a letter to a friend, Harrelson wrote that he enjoyed his life inside the maximum security facility, writing that there are not enough hours in the day for my needs. As a matter of fact, the silence is wonderful. He was found unresponsive in his cell on March 15, 2007, having died of a heart attack, and an autopsy showed he had severe coronary artery disease. It really does make you wonder how Woody Harrelson played such a good villain and killer in movies. In Natural Born Killers, he played one of the best roles ever seen on television. Well, at least for people that are into that type of crazy killing, murderous stuff. But it's definitely a fact that Woody Harrelson's dad was a hitman, just not a fact that he was definitely involved in the JFK assassination. So it makes you wonder, does Woody Harrelson pull from his father's murderous genetics when he acts in movies? Because he's a pretty damn good killer on TV.